this video is for both of you because we are working on poetry. I hope you're enjoying the poetry. I hope that you are getting a lot out of it and that you are working diligently, okay? Please be aware that all your poetry is going to be put in a book at the end of the poetry unit, and you're going to read me all the poetry you wrote, all right? So everything is submitted to Google Classroom, so it should be there for you to be able to print it off when the time comes. Let me scoot you back just a touch. I told Hannah this. I said, I set you up, and then as I start, I still move you around because it still isn't working because I start moving instead of just standing here and looking to see what you can see. All right? So, Diamante, okay? That's how you say that. Diamante poems. So a Diamante poem is actually a diamond poem. Diamante is the Italian word for diamond. So on this video link thing, you have 2 sheets. This one, okay, and this one. If you have not yet done it and you have a printer, it's very important. Please pause the video and print off these 2 sheets because you're going to need them. All right? So I will wait for a moment. Pause the video. Push pause. Okay? Pause. Yeah. Welcome back. I'm so glad you're back. All right? So now you also should have your 2 pieces of paper. 1 and 2. Okay, so we're going to start off this video by looking at the first page. Oh, diamond poem. Remember, diamante means diamond. Okay, so it will be called a diamond poem as well. And you guys still aren't far enough back. Don't like the top of my head being cut off. It just is weird. It's like floating or something. All right. So a diamante poem is a poem that after you create it, it's in the shape of a diamond. All right? That's why it's called diamante. Now, the diamante poem that you have in front of you about butterflies has an extra line in it that we are actually not going to work with when we create our diamante poems. All right? But it's here, so we're going to talk about it. All right, let's go ahead and read together, shall we? A diamond poem, or diamante, diamond in the Italian, is an unrhyming 7-line poem. That means the words are not going to rhyme. Unrhyming. So can you rhyme them? No. I had somebody ask me about that with the haiku. When it says unrhyming poem, that means it can't rhyme. There's like rules to poetry. I know that sounds crazy because, you know, some poetry is just like you look at it and go, I can't see any rules here. But there are rules to poetry. So rules to haiku, remember, the first line had 5 syllables, the second line had 7 syllables, the third line had 5 syllables, and it could not rhyme. Okay, so acrostic, you know, you did the word down and all of the things that came off of it have to do with that word. You did springtime as one of them, and then, of course, a free kind. So poetry has rules. So diamante poetry has rules too, just like haiku and just like acrostic. Okay, the rules are it cannot rhyme. Bam. Also, you have to have certain parts of speech. Now, these are not new parts of speech to you. We have talked about every part of speech listed up here. More than once, we've talked about it like all year long. We've done worksheets on it. We've put it in our writing. We've talked about it. In fact, most of it, nouns and verbs, you've talked about since you were like in kindergarten. Okay, so these are not new terms for you to learn. These are just a review. Remember, a noun is a person, place, or thing, thought. Okay, so it can be a person, but diamante poems, you're not talking about a specific person, so you can't say Alfred up there. All right, but you could say teacher or doctor or nurse or something along that line, but you cannot put a person's name in there. Okay. A place. Yes, you can talk about your home or Connecticut. Oh, I don't know, pick a place. Walmart, church, so there's a lot of options for the noun that you're going to use. It can be a thing. Remember, a thing is anything you can touch, feel, see. A noun is anything you can touch, feel, see, right? I can see a nurse. The only part that is a little bit hard is the places, because yeah, you can see Connecticut. If you go to Connecticut, it's there, you can see it. All right, but it's harder to feel Connecticut. Yeah. So does that make sense? Nouns. Adjectives, words that describe the noun. We've talked about those all year too. Like, look, I have a striped shirt. Okay? I have a bicycled shirt. Okay? I have a white shirt. I have a small shirt, a large shirt, an orange shirt, a yellow shirt. I don't have those, but some people do. An old shirt, a new shirt, a young shirt, an old shirt. Anything that describes your noun, okay, is an adjective. Then a verb. A verb is something you can do. You can stand, you can sit, you can talk, you can sing. Yes? Something you can do. You can read. You can think. You can, run and hop and go and come and you can be, So it's anything you can do or someone else can do. Like ski, okay? Snow ski, ice ski. But the snow and the ice, those are adjectives. Ski is it, okay? Verbs. And then again, this one has nouns. Now this part we don't do, all right? We're doing it and talking about it here because it is on this piece of paper. But we are not doing it or talking about it in our own poetry, all right? Then you have more adjectives, and then you have nouns, okay? And you have to have just one noun in the first line, 2 adjectives, 3 verbs, 4 nouns, 3 verbs, 2 adjectives, and a noun. That is the rule of Diamante poetry. Do you understand? All right, let's go ahead and read the Diamante poetry here together. See how this is kind of a diamond shape? Okay. All right, so we're going to read it. Butterflies. Are you reading it with me? I hope so. Butterflies. Butterfly, yellow, spotted, floating, swirling, sipping. So a lot of them need to be INGs. They even say it on the thing. Wings, flowers, nectar, proboscis. It's the thing that comes out like their tongue. Yeah. Flying, twirling, populating, dainty, symmetrical, insect. Okay, so your noun here is renaming the noun here, but you have to use a different word. You can't say butterfly and butterfly. But a butterfly is an insect, right? So it's an insect. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, so let's answer the question. 3 things that a butterfly does. Those are verbs, the things that they do. So what are 3 things that a butterfly does? All right, you're going to write it down. So what did you see? I was going to look up here, like it's up here. It's not. So what did we see? This way. All right. We saw floating, swirling, and sipping. Okay? So write that down on yours. I'm going to write it on mine. Floating. I forgot. Swirling. And sipping. Okay. Then it says 4 things to describe the butterfly. Remember, those are wait a minute. 4 things to describe the butterfly. Yes, our adjectives. Sorry, guys, I lost my place there for a second. Sorry about that. So sorry. So sorry. All right, so 4 things that describe it. Those will be our adjectives here and our adjectives here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're looking on line 2. What are the 2 adjectives you see on line 2? Tell me. Tell me. Very good. Yellow and spotted. So you're going to write yellow and spotted. Okay? And what 2 things do you see on line 6 in this poem? Dainty and symmetrical. Okay? And then name nouns that are in the poem. So here are our nouns, as well as here and here. There's a lot of nouns in this one. Okay? So what are all the nouns? Let's see. We have butterfly. We have wings, flowers, we have nectar, oops, C-T, sorry about that. I don't know where my brain was going. Nectar, and then the proboscis, yeah, the thing I can't say. Proboscis. Okay, and insect. All right, so let's go ahead and read our butterfly poem again. Are you ready? So, butterfly, yellow, spotted, floating, swirling, sipping. Wings, flowers, nectar, we'll just go with flying, twirling, pollinating, dainty, symmetrical, insect. Okay? All right. So that is our poem that we are looking at. Okay? And now we're all done looking at it, so you can submit that page. What we're going to do now is we're going to brainstorm. Okay? On our page here. And I'm going to put you on pause and turn you because I already brainstormed mine. And we're going to brainstorm. All right? So here you go on pause. Hi. So what I decided to do is actually just move my paper from here to here instead of moving you around. Okay? Because then I'll have to scoot you as we're doing and stuff. So, on your Diamante brainstorming poem page, you are going to fill in boxes. Think about things. What kinds of things could you write about? You cannot write about what I write about. Okay? I've tried to pick something I didn't think you guys would do. All right? So, I picked trucks. Okay? So, in my nouns, I would have put truck. Okay? So you can think of other topics, but I would work with trying to figure out your topic first. What do you really want to write about? Okay? Trucks is what I picked. Now I'm going to think about adjectives. I can put way more than I need. All right? I can think of all kinds of adjectives for my truck. One of the things that usually, like for a truck, because trucks come in a whole bunch of different colors, you would not want to put a specific color, okay? Whereas our butterfly, we were talking about a specific butterfly, okay? If you talked about a specific butterfly like monarchs or something, you'd put specific colors. By the way, you can't use butterfly either, okay? No butterflies, no trucks. There's lots of nouns out there, guys. No butterflies, no trucks. You need to come up with your own. You guys are smart. You can do that. No worries. All right. So I decided to go with truck. And then think of adjectives. So some of them I thought of was big, strong, heavy, tough, loud. Okay. Let's see, what else? What else do you think of when you think of a truck? Scary. Sometimes they're scary trucks. Ooh, sometimes they're scary. Like the one that hit me. That was very scary. He has a big 18-wheeler. Yeah, big semi-truck. And he like came over like I wasn't even there and like ran over part of my car. It was not good. All right, scary, loud, big, strong, heavy, tough, massive. Okay, they can be massive, yeah. So think of a bunch of adjectives. It doesn't just have to be the 4 that you need. You can come up with other ones because that's what brainstorming is, right? Brainstorming is thinking. So you have like a storm in your brain going on of thoughts and ideas and words. So go ahead and put down how many ever you can come up with in this box. Because as you think, I didn't even think of massive or scary at the time, but as I was thinking about trucks and what I know about trucks, I started thinking, oh, wow, hey, what about that one that was kind of scary and stuff? All right, so think of a bunch of them, and then you get to choose from them. All right, how about verbs? Okay, so verbs about a truck. So trucks are carrying things, they're driving, they're squealing. My husband's tires like always squeal in the parking lot of the school. When it's like wet and he goes over the speed bumps, the tires squeal, the truck is squealing, yeah. Rumbling, how about roaring? Yeah, sometimes trucks roar. Let's see, what else can trucks do? Dumping. Yes, dump trucks, they dump. Dumping. They turn, yeah, turning. Okay, so same thing, even though you only need 3 verbs, and look how I can change it to, you have to have the ing, okay? You have to have the ing. So I was thinking of verbs like carry and drive and squeal and rumble, and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta have the ing. So then it's carrying and driving and squealing and rumbling, okay? Roaring and dumping and turning, all right? So again, look, they give you a big box to fill in what you're gonna do. So don't just stop when you do 3. Go ahead, what else can you think of? You might think of new words that you weren't even thinking of when you first started and go, whoa, I really like that word a lot, all right? And then I was trying to think of synonyms for a truck. So pick up 18-wheeler. Okay, those are a couple of synonyms that I could come up with. All right, so that is all you're going to do today. Okay, so we did this page together. So you're all done, just submit it. And this page you need to do on your own. Okay, the only place I definitely want you to have only one word is your topic. Because it's really hard to think about a lot of verbs and adjectives and synonyms. A synonym, remember, is another word that means the same, similar. Synonym means a similar, okay, has a similar meaning. Synonyms have a similar meaning. Remember how we did that wordplay in school? Yeah. Synonyms have a similar meaning. Synonyms have a similar meaning. Synonyms have a similar meaning. Okay? All right. Yes, I did just make that up. Okay, so so this, you can only have one word. Only give me one word in there. What are you going to write about? It cannot be trucks. It cannot be butterflies. Okay? And then what are some adjectives to describe it? So if it's like, like our butterfly in our story was was yellow spotted, okay? Because they were thinking of a specific butterfly. So if I was thinking of like a monarch, I might use a yellow and orange. Okay. So that kind of thing. Does that make sense? But think of more. So if it's like a truck, I can't say it's a black truck because not all trucks are black, or red because not all trucks are red. So you can't use a color to describe something if that's not what everything is. Does that make sense? Okay. Verbs. What does your thing do? Okay. Nouns do stuff. As you can see, even a truck that isn't like a person can do stuff, right? The truck, or an animal, the truck can carry your stuff. It drives around. It squeals over speed bumps. Yes, it rumbles. The engine rumbles. Yes, the engine on bigger trucks, they kind of roar. They're a dump truck. They're dumping stuff. Yeah, a garbage truck, when they bring the thing over and dump it in, dumping. Turning, right? They don't go straight all the time. They're turning corners. All right? So think, what does my thing do? And what are some other names that it's known by? Okay? So in our butterfly, right? She said it's also known by insect. So a butterfly is an insect. That is true. So my trucks, some people have pickup trucks. Pickup, okay? Or 18-wheelers, yeah. I thought about garbage, a garbage truck. But then I thought, oh, that could be like rubbish and not really a truck. So I did not go with garbage truck, okay? Does that make sense? And then once you do that, once you have this sheet in, okay, turn it into Google Classroom, and tomorrow we're going to do our poem. All right? I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.